Hi everyone, I'm the Booktastic Mom, and today I'm going to share the kindergarten curriculum I'm using this year. I'm so excited you guys are here today. Thank you for coming by and watching this video. I'm so excited to share the kindergarten curriculum that I pieced together this year. I'm using a few different things, actually a lot of things from my kindergartner this year. I'm using a little bit of my father's world, a lot of the good and the beautiful, and then I pieced together some of my own things. So I'm going to start with what I'm most excited about, and that is using this book here. It's from My Father's World, God's Amazing World from Apples to Zebras. I saw this recommended in another video that I watched, and I thought this would be perfect to use. So in this book here is the contents, and you can see I wrote in a little bit extra here in pencil. Every different page has a different theme, like A is for apple, B is for butterfly, C is for cow, D for dinosaur, and so on here. And for example, this would be the first page, and this is the apple, and it goes into explanation about apples. It gives a Bible verse. It focuses on God and Jesus and the Bible, along with learning about the subject on the page, which this is the apple. And I had a great idea that every single week we would focus on a theme. So our first week in school is going to be apples. The second week will be butterflies and so on, and then the cow, dinosaur, elephant. And do a little flip through here so you can see a little bit more of the pages. And then I'm going to do a morning basket slash book basket for her to use every morning with that theme. Now I thought this was a great idea because I have two older girls. I have a 4th grader and a 7th grader that need a lot of one-on-one attention from me. And of course, so does my kindergartner, but she doesn't have as much work as the older girls. But I want her to still be with us. I want her to still be engaged and learning. I don't want her to just be wandering around the house. So I'm going to piece together these baskets for her to work on every morning. And here's an example of week 1's here. This is apple themed. So of course there's things in here that aren't apple themed. But I have a lot of apple themed books and stickers. For some of the other themes like dinosaurs, I got activity books and sticker books. And so I'm just trying to find whatever I can at the lowest price possible to fill these baskets for her. So I'm going to do a little kind of tour of the basket quick to show you some of the things that I got. I got these reading house books here. My daughter really struggles with letter and number recognition, so we are going to master that this year. That is my goal. I've said this in previous videos. I recently did a homeschool haul, and I shared more stuff that is not here for my kindergartner, but also for my older girls. So I'll put that little card up here if you're interested in seeing that video. I recently also shared a educational games haul where I showed a ton of games I've got, and some of them are solo games, and those will also go into the basket. And I'll put a card up here if you're interested in seeing that. But this has a book for each letter, and it says I know the letter A, and then it has all about the letter, a little story about the letter, and at the end it says I know the letter A, and then it comes with a pack of stickers in the back. And as you can see, we already started doing this one here this summer, and so then every time she masters a letter she can get a sticker, and it's really been motivating her. And I also got the second set here, but this one is letters M through Z, so we'll open this one up once we get to that point. I got this here. I don't know what it's called, but I guess it's all the rage now. It's kind of like, you know, pushing down those caps on your soft drinks from, you know, Chick-fil-A or McDonald's. You know, when you're a kid, you always want to press those bubbles down. But the reason why I got this is I saw a great idea where somebody wrote with a marker all the different numbers. So these are rows of 10 all the way up to 100, so she could practice counting. But before I even had the numbers written on, I've been having her count as she presses each bubble down. So it's a great number practice. So I'll make sure I'll stick this inside the basket throughout the year. I also got some Apple Scratch and Sniff stickers because who doesn't love Scratch and Sniff stickers? And then I got a bunch of different books. I've actually been thinking about doing a video every week for each theme basket, or maybe doing like kind of a combo video, or even maybe doing Facebook stories or Instagram stories. Not sure, but let me know down below if this is something that you're interested in seeing. I've been really preparing. I don't know if you could see down here, maybe just a little bit. I have a whole row of books and activity books that I've been purchasing. I've been buying a lot of thrift books. I've been going to book sales, special groups on Facebook to buy children's books. So I've been spending like 50 cents, $1, at most $2 for these books. And I figured that once this year's over, if she doesn't really care about some of the books, I could sell them and get my money back. I really wanted to have the books on hand in my home because I feel like things are very unpredictable right now, and I'm not sure if this winter libraries will be open. So I want to have them here in my home and be ready to have them. So I'm just going to share a few books here. I got 10 Apples on Top. That's from Dr. Seuss. I have Apple of My Pie. This is an Usborne one here. I got this one I'm excited about. Charlie Goes Back to School, and this is actually, if you don't know, the Pioneer Woman. She homeschools, so when Charlie goes back to school, it's with homeschool kids. So I'm excited about that. I got apples, all kinds of fun books. I got this one here. This one's gonna stay in the basket all year round. This is my ABC Bible verses. So this is going to be a devotional that we will do together. So once a week we'll sit down and do one of these devotionals together. Got a few more books. I got this Secrets of the Apple Tree, another Usborne, and then I made sure to put a little flashlight inside. Not sure if you know about these books, the Shine a Light books, but not sure if this will show up because I have all these bright lights on me. But on the page here, when you shine the light behind it, you can see, yeah, you can see here. You can see the actual tree. Let me see if I can find a different one here that shows up a little bit better. So here it says what's under this leaf pile, and you can see this frog here. It shows up better when you don't have bright lights shining on you, but I don't think anyone in their normal circumstances has bright lights shining on them. So I think I'm going to do a separate video to kind of show you this one and show you all the books and everything. I showed this on my homeschool haul video, and if you didn't see it, I'll just do a little quick thing. It has magnets inside, and when you write the letters, the magnets come up like that. This is from Picasso Tiles. I got it on Amazon, and it has lowercase on the back. I also have this inside. This is play foam. It has these letter cards where you shape the play foam in the form of the letters. And I also purchased the number one here. And these will keep in the box throughout the year. And so every week, so the first week she is doing A. I'll tell her to do the A card, and so on and so on. And if she's learning a special number in school that week, I'll have her do the number. A few other things I got to put in the basket, but they're not in there right now. This is actually one I've had, and this is Tanagrams. We have a few boxes of this, where you have these little cardboard pieces, and you use them to fill in the pictures. This one is new. This is Counting and Mosaics. This is from Target. They had a coupon for, I think it was 15% off in the Target circle, and so I'm like, oh, I guess I'll get this. It's on sale, right? They got me. And so it has number tiles from 1 to 100, and then also when you flip the tiles, they're solid colors, and you could do the pictures. I'll just show you quick. It comes with a little book here with little examples of pictures that you can make and copy. I think my 4th grader will also enjoy using this, and it comes with this little bag with all the wooden tiles inside. And I bet throughout the year I'll pick up some more things, and I'll share them with you once we do those videos, once I decide what I'm doing. Another thing I did to add on to this that I will be sticking in the basket is I have this file folder where you can see I printed lots of pages. I went online, I did a Google search for the first week. I did Apple activity pages or Apple activity pages for kindergarten, and I just did an image search and just printed whatever I could find that was free on there. So for example, we have some patterns here where she'll color, and so every day I'll stick a new one of these activities in her basket for her. And so I think I prepared all the way up to Moon, and I'm also planning on doing a pause on some weeks and doing special holiday themes. So I'm planning on also doing a fall theme, Halloween theme, Christmas theme, and so I'm excited to share those with you once that time comes. I also bought these flashcards that go along with the book. And I got this and the book on Christian Book Distributors, if you are curious, and it has a card for each one. So I think once she does a theme, I'm gonna put them in a pile and then just kind of quiz her on the different letters. So hopefully by the end of the year, she will have them all down. I also got her this Bible reader from My Father's World, and of course she's not going to be able to read these just yet because she is going to learn how to read this year and probably be more towards the end of the year. But I think this is something that I could read to her for now, and maybe if she sees some words that she recognizes, then she can read them, and then maybe by next year she will be able to read them to me. Okay, next on to the Good and the Beautiful curriculum. We are starting this year with the Level K primer. I think it is still out of stock right now. I know that there's more coming very soon. They said at the end of August they'll be getting more, but they do sell PDF format, so you can go on and print this yourself or send it off someplace to get printed if you are interested in getting this now. Let me show you some. She actually already started this at the end of last year, but then we stopped it once the school year ended. Just show you some pages in here. The Good and the Beautiful has beautiful artwork in all their curriculums, which I love. So you can see here that she's going to be working a lot on her letters and writing her letters. And because this will not last her the whole school year, I also purchased the kindergarten curriculum, which I'll show you in a minute. But the primer also comes with this little book here. This is their first little reader, which has 2 words up to 3 words on a page. Kind of gradually gets them to where they could read these on their own, and I love the illustrations in all of their books. I love the vintage feel. And a few extra things I got from the Good and Beautiful website. I got the Butterflies flip book. If you remember seeing in the My Father's World one, there was going to be B is for butterflies, so I thought this would be perfect. So the butterflies are here, and they are all mixed up. I need to cut here, and it's just a flip book where she's going to match the butterflies, but I thought it'd be a great way for her to actually learn the different butterflies and their names and what they look like. Also got the Beatles flip book, and if you saw from before, insects is for I, so this will be perfect for that week. So here are the different Beatles, and then the ones that I have to cut and prepare before we start school. Now, have you guys started school yet? We don't start school until the day after Labor Day, where we live. It's actually been I've been homeschooling for 9 years throughout all my children's education. We always started the day after Labor Day, so it's kind of a tradition for us. Okay, next is the handwriting book. This one is Pre-Writing for Littles Doodles Part 2. We did Part 1 last year with preschool. So this one is just kind of getting them at first, getting to draw shapes and straight lines here, and then as it goes on, you get on to the letters, and everyone has a picture that you can color in. And I love, love, love the handwriting books from the Good and the Beautiful. Even with the older girls, they always have some kind of art project in there, so something to draw, or some little game. So it actually gets me excited to do handwriting, which I think a lot of curriculums do not. Next, I got insects and spider mazes. Like before, insects, insect theme. And this is a marker, erasable marker book, so they can keep on doing the mazes over and over again. And these were all purchased separately on the Good and the Beautiful website. Okay, next I'm going to get a little bit into the kindergarten curriculum that we are going to start probably towards the middle of the school year. I'll start with the math curriculum. This is brand new. They had a brand new math that came out. Last year was our first year using the Good and the Beautiful math, which we absolutely loved. It's probably been the best math curriculum that we've used, and we've used many curriculums over the years. I think my oldest really struggles with math, and this is the first year that she really has mastered it and understood it, and actually I think she may have enjoyed it a little bit, but don't ask her that. But the new math, they made it a little bit more simple. There was a lot of reading of stories in the old math books, and I think they kind of simplified that, so there's less time and more actual learning of math, getting straight to the point. It's very colorful. There are tons of games and activities in all the books. Even in the older grades, it's not just pages and pages of division and multiplication. A lot of hands-on activities and real-life examples. And the math K through Math 3 come with a math box here. It's just a nice wooden box, and it has little activity things inside that you will use throughout the curriculum. It comes with this little car set that you use with a game. These dice here, these counting sticks, and these little game pieces here to play games throughout the year. Next is the K Literature Arts and Literature course book. And again, like the math, I loved this curriculum. I loved it so much. I enjoyed using it. Probably more than my kids, but they enjoyed it too. And you can see here the beautiful art that I was talking about before. So here are examples of some of the pages and some stories to read. The Good and the Beautiful is a literature-based curriculum. You read a lot of beautiful stories. With my oldest last year, she had a reader, a dual reader, so every other paragraph she would read a paragraph, I would read a paragraph, and after every story I was crying like a baby. My daughter was laughing at me, but they were such beautiful stories with amazing endings that really tugged at your heartstrings. So I highly recommend this curriculum. And that also came with these kindergarten mini books that I have to put together. So here's a kind of example. Pull it out a little bit. Some of the books that I'll have to piece together. And that is one thing about this curriculum. There is kind of a lot of preparation work. I recently showed the Good and the Beautiful Birds curriculum, the science one, and there's a lot of preparing of, 3-hole punching and putting it in a binder, but it is worth it. 100% worth it. Here is the Level K reader. It's a little bit of a step up from the primer book that I showed you. I would say a lot of these illustrations have a Dick and Jane kind of feel to them, all kind of set in the 40s, 50s time period. So then as the year goes on, it gets harder and harder. And here's her Level K handwriting book. With some letter practice. As you can see here, here's a little activity of connect a dot to dot with letters. This here, it says color the scene. This is kind of an example of little artwork things that they have in here, and it says draw water under the ship and color the boat. So that is that. And another thing I got to go with that is they have beginner books sets. I think they have through D or maybe even F, don't remember. I just got A and B to start with. So these will be nice little readers for her. Here's an example. This is the first one that is in the set here. So they're little short stories to help them learn how to read. So that is it for the kindergarten curriculum. I think she will be all set and entertained throughout this school year. Maybe once we finish it at the end of the year, I'll give you an update and tell you how it goes. I want to thank you so much for watching today. I'm so happy you came by to watch this video, and if you made it to the end, you get 2 thumbs up. But if you like this video, why don't you give it a thumbs up? You could subscribe if you're interested in seeing more. Hit that bell to be notified when a new upload comes. I have a lot more great ideas to share with you over the next few weeks or months, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye everyone!